This is a higher 1-ton mini-split air conditioner circuit board. We will repair it. The issue was that it sometimes worked and sometimes didn't. When it did work, the fan motor wouldn't run, and the customers complained that the motor wasn't functioning at all. So, I found that the capacitor had swollen, and I replaced the switching IC. There were also 2 diodes with some leakage, so I changed those as well to minimize risk. After I replaced these components and sent it back to the customer, they complained again, saying the unit was stable, but the fan motor still wasn't working. I then told the customer to send me the motor and PCB again, so that I could check if the fault was in the motor or the PCB, because when I checked earlier, everything seemed fine. So let me show you how the motor is faulty. I can check and tell you with my hands if the DC motor is faulty. When DC motors fail, they can get completely jammed. If it's running very hard, it means there might be a short circuit inside, which is why it's not functioning properly. See, there is a chance to open this motor. There is a possibility that it can be repaired, so I will open it up and check if we can repair it. But first, let me check the PCB to ensure it's completely fine. I am powering on the PCB by passing electricity through it. I have plugged in the electric cord in the socket. As you can see, the display turned on for a few seconds and then turned off again. Now the display has turned back on, and you can see it's set to 16 degrees in cooling mode. I will show you the blower as well when it starts. You can see that the fan has started running. I am feeling a good amount of air. The fan blower motor in the AC is rotating at a good speed, but the complaint is that the motor attached to this PCB is not working. Here, you can see I have the faulty motor that I will check to see if it works or not. This is its original motor. Now, let's apply electricity to it again and check what function it performs. As you can see, it has turned on, and the motor should start up shortly. However, if we wait for hours, the motor will not turn on because it is still jammed and faulty. Therefore, we will turn it off and start the repair process. Now, let's see how to open this motor. First, I have removed the rubber covering. If you look here, there is a lock on top that we need to remove first. Then, we will push it outward and check if it opens properly. I have removed the lock from here, and now this spot is free, and the back side needs to be taken out. Look, here we will push it a little, and when I pushed it, you can see that it started to come out. This means there is a chance of repairing it. It came out very easily, so it might be repairable. Let's see what happens. I will first take it out, and then we will start the repair process. Here you can see it has come out, but there's no chance of repairing it. Let me explain why. If you look at its IPM, it is completely burnt and damaged. However, we will still open it and see if there's any other way to fix it. I have now removed the PCB from it, and as you can see, it is severely damaged. I don't have the IPM, so I can't repair it right now. However, if there was a minor fault, we could have repaired it. But there's one more thing we need to check, and that is its winding. So let's check if its winding is okay or not. If we manage to get the IPM, then in a future video, we'll replace the IPM and repair this motor's PCB. But if the motor's winding is damaged, then it won't be repairable. So these pins show a value of 159 ohms, and all the pins should have the same value. The second pin has 160 ohms, and the next pin also has the same value. This means the winding is perfectly fine. If I manage to get the IPM, I'll show how to repair this motor in a future video. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos, and subscribe. Thank you.